Slipknot has parted ways with drummer Jay Weinberg. In early November, the legendary masked 9-piece nu metal outfit posted a statement online detailing the split with Weinberg. Per the statement, which Slipknot originally posted on their website and social media accounts, but has since been deleted for mysterious reasons, hence why I'm reading the statement via Metal Injection, to quote, "We would like to thank Jay Weinberg for his dedication and passion over the past 10 years. No one can ever replace Joey Jordison's original sound, style, or energy, but Jay honored Joey's parts and contributed to the last 3 albums, and we, the band, and the fans appreciate it. But as ever, Slipknot is intent on evolving. The band has decided to make a creative decision and to part ways with Jay. We wish Jay all the best and are very excited for what the future holds." End quote. This is not Slipknot's first lineup change. In fact, there have been numerous departing members over the years. Bassist Paul Gray passed away in 2010, percussionist Chris Fehn was fired back in 2019 over a dispute in pay, keyboardist Craig Jones left the group earlier this year for undisclosed reasons, and the late drummer Joey Jordison was replaced roughly 10 years ago by drummer Jay Weinberg, the very person who most recently left Slipknot, meaning that Weinberg leaving Slipknot is not the first time this band and a member have gone their separate ways. Because to be clear, it's basically a routine now. It is a regular occurrence. Now, when the news originally broke about Weinberg, there had been plenty of speculation online over Weinberg's departure from Slipknot and whether or not the two split amicably. If anything, right from the outset, many believed that Weinberg leaving the band was not a mutual decision and that there was a lot of behind-the-scenes drama and big egos within the band that ultimately caused this fissure, which on the one hand isn't too difficult to believe. After all, this is Slipknot we are talking about. Drama and egos are companion buddies for these 9 very angry men. But on the other hand, speaking for myself, when the news originally broke, I didn't really desire to partake in these speculations and accusations without knowing all the facts. I was just going to wait and see. But this outlook for the most part has changed, mostly because we now know a little bit more about the situation. See, in recent news, Weinberg updated the heavy metal populace via a statement on his split from Slipknot, and he detailed that the separation between him and the band was not a mutual decision, seeing as he was fired. Per Weinberg's statement, "I sometimes wonder what it would be like to pay a visit to my wide-eyed 10-year-old self, falling head over heels in love with a new and exciting sound and culture, and tell him all about the last 10 years. Even on the hardest days, I'd like to think he'd be stoked about the adventure that was in store for him." He then continued, "I was heartbroken and blindsided to receive the phone call that I did on the morning of November 5th, the news of which most of you learned shortly after. However, I've been overwhelmed by and truly grateful for the outpouring of love and support from this incredible community I consider to be my creative and artistic home. This is not the ending to the journey I dreamt of and committed myself seeing through, not by a long shot. But despite the confusion and sadness, there is something that's provided an equal amount of comfort. For many of you reading this, 10 years ago, we weren't yet acquainted, and now we are. For that, I'm thankful in ways I'll never be able to fully express. I love playing the drums. I'll always love playing the drums. I'll always have a passion for music, art, and creative expression. Nothing will ever change that. I don't know, and I don't know when, but I look forward to creating loud, passionate, and heartfelt music that we enjoy together again. Until then, please know it's been the joy of a lifetime to spend the last 10 years with you, sharing in our love for this special corner of the music and art world. This isn't the end, and I'm thrilled to discover what the future has in store for us. Thank you." End quote. At this moment, we still don't know the reasoning as to why Slipknot decided to shit-can Weinberg, and honestly, as stated before, I refuse to speculate before knowing all the facts. I just hope Slipknot explains the rationale for their decision eventually. But as far as Weinberg though, I'm sure he will land on his feet. After all, the man is very talented behind the kit, and while it probably hurts to be leaving the band he grew up idolizing, because to be clear, Weinberg was a huge fan of the band growing up, as referenced in this famous photo of him meeting the group in costume way back in the day, Weinberg is still an accomplished drummer who has a lot to be proud of, despite how he's technically a nepo baby, seeing as he is the son of Max Weinberg, who is the drummer for Bruce Springsteen. Jay Weinberg showed off his tremendous drumming prowess by anchoring one of the 21st century's premier metal acts for almost 10 years, and even performed well and made contributions to albums like We Are Not Your Kind and The End So Far, Slipknot's last 2 albums. And for that, Weinberg has a lot of experience under his belt now. Eventually, he will be okay and thus has a bright future ahead of him, even though it will probably be without a mask.